My name is Zedric Bembry, founder and director of the group Live in Color. Live in Color is a diverse dance company, and also I branched out into teaching classes. So the thing was to further the development of the urban funk dance, to keep the kids in our neighborhoods and the communities, to give them places to perform. So we're trying to provide them with opportunities and jobs within Miami.
A lot of us come from really nothing, and he'll take people off the street and help them learn things that they wouldn't have experienced living in the box that they were in. And I think that's amazing, to open up kids' eyes to a whole other thing. You get to travel, you get to meet professionals, you get to be in a professional working environment, and that's awesome for people who would have never seen it, to be dragged out of that and put into a whole new world. It's great.
I've been doing this since high school, '89. So I had my company since. So I have nurtured dancers that's dancing for Shakira, Sierra, Missy, they left. So right now I'm just trying to basically make a new generation of kids. Because one of my students, I had a scarf on and I said, I look like Tupac, and she was like, who's Tupac? And I was like, okay. So one of my goals is for them to learn the history of hip hop through dance. And a lot of people, to me, they're taking the old soul and funk and they're using it, but they're not telling where it comes from. And the kids think it's new. No, it's not new. I could go in my house and take that record and show you that new song you think is new. They took that old song and it ran through the back. So this is why we're here now. So that's what I want to preserve. I grew up in a household with my father listening to James Brown and my aunts listening to Michael Jackson. And then when I came out, it was Curtis Blow and Sugar Hill. And I knew how to dance, and I wouldn't do it, but my mom was like, dance, dance. Like, no, not dance. So she made me dance.
Zed is passionate about what he does. He's not somebody who's just teaching you something that he just learned. This has been his whole life since he was little. So he makes sure to pass on the knowledge that he has. And we're basically a family. He takes care of his own, and if you're here to learn, you learn as much as you can from him.
I grew up in Opelika, and we used to rehearse on the street, so this is a blessing. But sometimes I like to still take it to the street. It's it's hot as hot. No, you're spoiled. Sweat out. I used to have to dance in front of cars, and that kind of gave me the rough edge that I have, because we had to go in the streets. A lot of kids, they're on the couch playing computers. They don't even know what it is to sweat. They don't go outside. And I want them to get that earth back, that funk and soul. So that's my goal. If anyone comes in here, I'm going to push you to the next level.
Lots of things I've done are attributed to Zed. I go places and I know how to conduct myself in an appropriate manner. Zed just teaches you so much that you can take other places.
Where the music goes, I go, or whatever I feel, I take it. I don't put a limit on what it is. So urban funk is a variety of dances pushed in one, but the main part is the soul, and the street is a platform.
And a lot of people, they'll think hip-hop is just one thing. You do, it looks cool, you do, it looks cute, but it's really complicated. And he's taking the time to label what he does, break it down, and teach it to a whole nother generation of kids to pass on. It's awesome. You have an edge out on people who just learn steps, whereas we learn a feeling of movement. The same structure and foundation you would learn from a ballet conservatory or a modern conservatory, you learn here. You
might mess up, and as a choreographer and a dancer, I know that, so I'm different. So when I'm on the other side of the table, I put myself in their shoes. So that's why I'm coaching them, as well as how to audition for things as well, because I've did a lot of that. And sometimes you don't know what they're looking for. They might see you walk in their door, I want her, I don't care. And that's it. Your presence through the door, that's it. So that's what I'm trying to teach too. The most work you will get is from hip hop. The most money you can get paid is from videos and performing for hip hop and R&B artists, opposed to being a technical dancer. Not that you don't need technique, because that's your foundation to grow on. But there's more jobs when you can cross over that barrier to hip hop. I think you can get be employed more with hip hop than as a technical dancer.
I mean, I've auditioned, I don't have no technique, but I'll wipe the floor with somebody. You know, that's good too, but it's not also, don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you. You go to audition, most people down there stretching and doing that, they don't move. Okay, I'm looking for entertainment. I want it all. So I'm saying if you don't have the technique, don't let that scare you, because it can be taught to you. I want to see if you can dance, okay? So we want you to dance. And if you got it both, then that's just the A+. That's when the checks come.
It's been life-changing. I don't think I would be dancing if it wasn't for Zed.
I would like all of them to get the opportunity to perform in front of like millions of people to see how that feels and get paid for it.